Welcome to Renton Rotary, and we're excited today to have our outstanding teachers with us. I want to start out right away this afternoon with Taman Lee. If you'll tell us a little bit about yourself, come on.
Hi, I'm Taman Lee. I teach second grade at Cascade Elementary. So some of the challenges I've encountered is this is just my 5th year of teaching. So the pandemic was mostly all that I know with teaching. So it's been up and down, but everything is a lot more, I would say. I get a lot of support from staff and families now because we see how kids were learning at home and here. So it's a lot of teamwork, which has been really, really great to see. And we plan on using the $250 classroom grant to update some of our materials and continue to have books that represent the students in my classroom. And I'd love to get more copies of certain books that are really popular and get off of our shelves. And so, yeah, we're excited to do that. And I want to thank you, the Renton Rotary, for the recognition. And I also want to introduce Rachel Lockhart, our amazing principal at Cascade.
All right, well, thank you, Taman, and thank you, Nancy, and thank you to all of Renton Rotary for the opportunity to recognize a really outstanding teacher. I always like to brag about the people who work at Cascade because we have such an incredible team. So I just want to tell you a little bit about Taman because she didn't share much about herself. Taman is an exceptional teacher and she consistently demonstrates instructional and building leadership. She currently supports 2 new teachers on her grade level team. She serves as our building technology integration specialist, and she's the meeting facilitator on our behavior data team, which meets monthly. I would say that 2 of Taman's greatest strengths are her ability to develop meaningful relationships with her students and their families, and the way that she prioritizes authentic, culturally responsive teaching in her classroom. And I think you just heard evidence of that in what she shared that she'd like to spend the money on. So Taman Lee is a true team player. She's an amazing asset to the Cascade team, and I'm so excited to have this opportunity to recognize her and her accomplishments. Thank you.
Sounds to me like you make a great team, all of you together. That's a great school. Thank you both. We'll go now next to Julie.
Hi, I'm Julie Lemmy. I've been a resource teacher at Maplewood Heights. This is my 11th year here, I think. And it's been just a great job for me. And so what it means to be a resource teacher is I work with students with IEPs, and I do small groups. An IEP is an individualized educational program. And so these are all students who are still in a general education classroom, but they might come to me for support in reading, writing, math, or social skills. So my day is spent working with small groups. And in the past couple of years through the pandemic, I've worked exclusively with kindergarten through 2nd grade. And boy, I think that saved me during the pandemic. Their humor, their love of learning, their resilience. My kids are the best, and I just enjoy them so much. And as Taman said, we are still rebounding from the pandemic and grateful to be back in person. Lots of challenges. Definitely there's more partnering with parents. And one of the things that I will be spending my grant money on is some supports to have at home, some math games and some decodable books to use for kids at home. In my job, I get to collaborate with general education teachers, our occupational therapist, our reading intervention teacher, our multiple language teacher. And so it is a true collaboration. And the words "it takes a village" really applies to my job. So one of the challenges for me is because each child has an individualized plan, a lot of times they require specialized curriculum or supplies, manipulatives, visuals. So there's lots of planning. and lots of kind of special things to meet kids' needs and to remove barriers. So I'm very grateful for this money. I will put it to good use, both in the classroom with some organizational things. I'm using Number Corner, which is new to me, and I have the materials, but there's lots of stuff that just needs to be organized, as well as the tools for kids to work with at home. We have a lot of fidgets. We have items for our calm down spaces, and this grant is very much appreciated. So thank you, Rotary. And I'd like to thank my colleagues at Maplewood for recognizing me for this. Our principal is out sick today, and she has always been, her doors open. She's been very supportive to our special education team. So I'd like to thank her. That's Tamara Prince.
Thank you so much. You wrapped it all up and put a nice bow on it. Thank you so much. Adria, how about you?
Hi, my name is Adria Haugen, and I'm the elementary special education teacher at Renton Academy. Renton Academy is a special school, kindergarten through 12th grade, serving students who have emotional and behavioral challenges. So they haven't been successful in their general education school. Currently, I teach 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, all subjects all day. So that is quite a challenge. Similar to what Julie said, there's a lot of planning that goes into it, and really getting to know curriculum for multiple grade levels. My celebration that I have, over the last few years during the pandemic, I've had the same group of students for about 4 years now. So I've gotten really close with their families and students. And so it's really great to have more of a connection with the families and include them. And if it wasn't for the pandemic, I don't think I would have had that kind of experience. For the $250 grant, thank you so much, Renton Rotary. I'll be using it to update my calm down space. So getting a couple new bean bags, getting some fidgets. And I also want to get some lamps for my classroom. So the fluorescent lights I don't have to have on as much. And because all of these help kids with their learning, having a space that feels safe and calm. And unfortunately, my principal is not able to be here today, Travis Hall. But I just want to recognize him. He's done an amazing job supporting me as an elementary teacher in trying new things, bringing ideas to the table, because it's a lot of out of the box thinking, working with these kids. And thanks again, Renton Rotary.
On behalf of Renton Rotary, I want to just thank you all and your principals and your teams at your individual schools. You are terrific, and we want to applaud you. We're glad we can support you in this way. Thanks again.